Charlie Hunter, professor of biology at Southwestern College, recently led a group of college students to experience directly the biology and the culture of Namibia. The following slideshow is Dr. Hunter's attempt to share the experience with the Winfield community.
Kansas to Namibia, 2010. This is a trip that I took in late December, early January with about 15 other people from Southwestern, faculty, students, and friends. We flew 16 hours to Johannesburg in South Africa and then eventually flew across to Namibia, the capital city of Windhoek. Much of the trip was spent on a bus touring the country, about 1,800 miles, learning about the landscape, the geology, the biology, the cultures, and the history of the country. Had a chance to see a lot of unusual animals. We saw springbok and hartebeest earlier slides. Some rather unusual animals, some rather unusual plants. This is a plant called Welwitschia, which is an ancient plant. Here are some quiver trees, quite an unusual type of tree. One of the highlights of the trip was going to Etosha National Park up in the north of the country. Lots of different vegetation, lots of different animals. You realize you're not in Kansas anymore. This is a Cory bustard, one of the largest flying birds in the world. We saw ostriches, hemsbok, just a variety of things. We also had a chance to go over to the coast, and we took a catamaran cruise, the coastal town of Swakopmund. Got to see some southern fur seals and some dolphins and other animals. As we toured up the coast, we saw this shipwreck along the coast. Then we went on up to the north of the country where we got to visit a couple of different cultures. These are some shots from a Himba village. We had a chance to interact with the native villagers and learn quite a lot about their cultures. We were able to interact with the women of the village and the children of the village, learned about their customs. The children were a lot of fun. We had the children really enjoy being picked up and swung around and having their pictures taken. A couple of interesting road crossing signs, warthog crossing and elephant crossing that you wouldn't see in Kansas certainly. Another of the highlights was the Waterberg Plateau National Park, quite an interesting rock uplift in the middle of the country. Finally, we got to visit Bushman Village over in the eastern part of Namibia where it borders the Kalahari Desert. They had a number of activities planned for us, a couple of different types of dances. They actually got some of us involved in those dances. In the morning, they took us out on a walk, and we learned about a lot of the native plants from this older gentleman. This closes with a group shot up on top of the Waterberg Plateau.